Hey everybody, this is John Q coming to you from San Diego Comic-Con 2014. Here today I have a couple special guests with me. I have Coleman, Engle and Jeremy Sorese. He is the writer, he is the artist for Steven Universe. Gentlemen, how are you?
Very good, very good.
Good. If you could, Jeremy, tell us a little bit about Steven Universe.
So Steven Universe focuses on Steven Universe, the main character. He's a little boy living in Beach City. He's the protege of these three galactic superheroes, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. And he's sort of a bumbling, but his heart is in the right place hero as he sort of learns and comes to appreciate his not only who he is as a person, but also his skill set as also another crystal gem. And it also focuses on his friends and family in Beach City, his father Greg and his best friend Connie. So it's one big happy family.
So Coleman, you draw what comes out of his mind, basically. He tells you. How does that translate on paper, and how is that for you?
It's really good because we've known each other for since day one of college,
Yeah.
and that that ended 4 years ago. So, yeah, it's really easy. And then that whole show is really good about putting stuff online after the episodes air. Mm-hmm. So just character designs and spreadsheets and. I guess not spreadsheets. I don't know what they would be. No, just backgrounds and all that stuff. But it's good visually for a reference. And then they're very liberal about the art style, so I don't have to be on model 100% of the time.
So you just said that you guys were friends in college from day one. So who got the job at Boom, and who said, "My friend's coming with me"?
Well, we were both working at Boom when this stuff was coming about, when they knew that the Steven Universe comic was on the pipeline. And so, for example, our editor who was just here, Whitney, we also went to school with her. And so when she got the job, I think she both sort of alley-ooped us into the Boom family. And then when Boom knew this project was coming, they wanted to keep it in family as well. And so I got the writing job and he got the drawing job.
So how is Steven Universe coming along? How is it being received on your end from what you guys are doing?
The comic so far?
Yes.
Well, it comes out August 6th, but everybody who's coming up to the booth is really responsive. They really like it. It's a bunch of young fans, and they're really excitable, so that's always really fun. So.
Where do you see where is this going to take us with Steven Universe? And then what I want to know as a follow-up with both of you, whoever wants to, or both of you. Jump in and tell me what you have coming up. Maybe some things you're working on, side projects or anything.
So I think we were just in the previous interview and we were talking about how all the heavy lifting for Steven Universe happens with the show creators. Mm-hmm. They're doing all the heavy emotional stuff, and so our job is really to flesh out the world. We're sort of focusing on the stories that maybe wouldn't make the cut. Because television has so many more hoops to jump through. There's sound editing, animation to be sent abroad, and so just the two of us. And so if I have an idea, I think, we're both talking about how the next issue is going to be about a library card. But that stuff, the amount of effort that would go into making a show about going to the library would be a lot of red tape. And for us, it's I just had that idea on the walk back to the table yesterday, and that's all it needed. And so we're sort of there to just flesh out the world, be the glue that keeps us all together.
I'm still stuck on that. Really, you're a writer, and you came up with, I'm gonna write something about a library card.
Well, for example, Connie really loves this book series called Familiar Unfamiliar, and it makes sense that she would need, if she's buying these books from the local bookstore, she would just want to check them out anyway for cheaper. And if she finds out there's no library in Beach City, clearly there's a comic there.
That's genius. When he broke that to you and said, "Okay, listen, Coleman, the next book's going to be about a library card." Did you ask him how much he was drinking that day? Did you bang your head something?
No, my mind just immediately went to all the stacks and the perspective that I'd have to draw. But I think it's going to be the first 2-issue arc.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
So tell me, what do you, if it's with each other or separate, what do you have coming up for us?
Right now, it's just Steven for me. So I'm just trying to get in a good place with that, and then I can kind of explore other options.
How about for you?
I write the comic, of course, and then I'm also finishing up a big 400-page sci-fi book that's coming out with No Brown next fall.
Oh wow! You want to tell us about it? You want to tell them out there about it? You can do that. We would love to hear that.
It's called Curveball. It's
Okay.
like it's about it's like sort of a romantic comedy set in the future. It's 400 pages. I've been working on it for what feels like forever. So I'm very excited that I'm sort of putting the baby to bed, so to speak. But yeah, it's it's sort of in a lot of ways. Don't laugh at me. It's sort of we were talking about it earlier how with Steven Universe it sort of feels very close to our own interests. Sort of there's this large fantastical element. Like these 3 warrior women who have all these magical powers and live go on these crazy adventures. But then there's this intense emotional core. Sort of Steven's relationship with not only the main 3 characters but his own father and the fact that he doesn't have a mother, and in our own personal work, we're sort of trying to find that balance. That's with my book, it has an emotional core, but there's all this time spent exploring this futuristic cityscape, and it's just using the strong foundation of actually having your heart in the right place and trying to really focus on telling an amazing story, and then having the liberty to that can take place anywhere, and sort of building up the world to make it feel fully realized, which working with Steven is so satisfying in that way, where there's so much to work with, and there's such a large cast of characters that are so engaging, and they're so easy to work with. They're so easy to write, just because you get so excited with them. You get so being here with fans. You just everyone's just they're just so excited about this story. They're so excited about these characters, and it's palpable, and it's just great.
We actually walked by the booth yesterday, and we saw both of you guys. We saw a couple other guys, Ian and a couple other guys there, and you guys were mobbed. You guys were absolutely mobbed.
Yeah.
And one of the guys that I work with, my boss actually, who's with me, and he goes, "Hey, don't you want to say hi?" And kind of looked at me and went, "Yeah, we better not." You guys were mobbed, so that's really good. They're excited for you. So, all right, well. Everybody, first I want to thank you, Coleman, again.
Thank you.
And Jeremy, thank you very much.
thank you.
Steven Universe, and for you, Goofball, Goofball. Goofball. That's great. Curveball will be coming out next fall. Steven Universe, your all's first issue, is coming out
August 6th.
August 6th. Everybody, this is Coleman. This is Jeremy. I'm John, and we are at San Diego Comic-Con 2014, and we'll catch you later.